He, oh, he, oh, he. If these sing-alongs require an explanation, then the reason why I'm doing something that normally I'd be shy to do, I'd usually yada yada. But I realized something last night. I couldn't sleep, and I was thinking about, why was Kyle taken, my son? Why, what went wrong? What could be correct to correct the matter? And I followed the line of reasoning, the line of logic, all the way to its source, which is not an error of commission, which is what all the allegations and claims were being made against me and my ex-honey, all of which, both the errors of commission and omission, never got a chance to surface because we weren't given the chance. It was claimed it was too great a risk to allow us to take our son home from the hospital, so he was taken from us instead. So we never got to be proven. We never got to validate ourselves. Well, before he was born, a fellow meditator drove me home one night because I didn't have a ride to go home, and she predicted that people would throw money at us. And that hasn't been entirely true. For one thing, there's no us. He's off somewhere else, and he's living a comfortable life. Meanwhile, I'm being strangulated. If that is a word, strangulated. I guess I'll just make one up. And so I'm thinking to myself, so when I got home, when I was dropped off that night, I began to ponder the next morning, on what basis, on what grounds would anybody throw money at us? Why? It's certainly not for my nudity. And I realized why. It's for the sake of music. My brother should appreciate that. That's one of his fond hobbies. He being the instigator of the confiscation of our son. The prime mover. But we never got to show that. And during one of the visits, or a couple of the visits, I would sing to him. I would also play with him. I'd make believe he's an airplane, and I'm a crane, and I'm moving him around through space. He's flying through space, or he's on a swing, and we're making believe he's on a swing, and he's being swung through space. But whatever, it got to be pretty geometric. The motions through the airspace that I was taking him. But I had a firm grip, and he loved it, so, children love to be tossed around when they're babies. But I also sang to him, and he was kind of amused at my beard, too, because apparently nobody in his foster family had a beard, but nobody also sang to him or played an instrument. He was mesmerized by my singing to him, and my grandmother used to sing to her children Russian songs, and a neighbor upstairs who was a singing coach came downstairs and complained practically to her husband and to her that, he'd make her a star of the opera. She's got talent, but my grandfather opted no. She's going to leave me with the kids? No way. So she never became an opera star. I never heard her voice, so I have no idea. I can't claim. This is just what she told me in her many stories. So he did enjoy me singing to him during some of the visits in which I sang to him. And this is what I realized was our dharma that we would share, that would vindicate to other people, they actually serve a useful purpose. They make music together, despite whatever else we may find fault with them, or him, the older dude, namely me, Regardless, we had something together that we could share that was dharmic, that supports nature. But we never got a chance. So I realized, since that was my error of omission, that I never got a chance to vindicate, I thought, well, why not now? I've posted a few videos of tunes that came to me that I thought I'd hum, but I never pursued it. I just go yada, yada, yada. Where's my hand? Yada, yada, yada. That's all I ever do is yada, yada, yada. So for now on, if I post a song on my Family Affair channel, or unless I start another channel, a sing-along channel, I'm tempted to do that. But for the moment, I thought I'd post it on Family Affair because this is the reason why I'm posting it here. That we would have made music, and it would have been a nice hobby at the very least, and it would have given us something to share together to enjoy. But we never got the chance. So there. So now I do it alone, like a humpback whale. The male humpbacks, they point their nose down to the earth and their tail fin, their fluke fin up to the sky, and they sing when they're alone. Long, drawn-out songs in a diatonic scale. Isn't that interesting? Who taught them Western-style music? Or who taught us Western-style music? Was it all the stories of ancient Greek sailors being rescued by dolphins? Is the sirens of the sea nothing more than humpback whales and dolphins, the Cetaceans? Whatever.